Hello and welcome to part 13. Yes, part 13 of Age of Empires 3. In this episode, we're going to take on whatever the next mission is, which starts with Colonel Washington, which means this is before the Revolution, but after British is settled, and blah, 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 blah. Historical context anyway, let's move on.
Bone Guard. I don't believe it.
Like
what does this circle want from your family?
They're just madmen chasing after an old legend. They believe my grandfather Morgan knew the location of the Fountain of Youth.
And did he?
It's just a legend. Come on. My uncle's down there somewhere.
Well, turns out he did. And we killed it. With mortars. I'm going to keep mentioning that because why not?
The wood from the trees in this area is too poor to build ships with. We'll have to rely on your navy, Colonel Washington.
My warships will sail into these Great Lakes soon. In the meantime, we should establish a base here and construct some cannon.
With pleasure.
Heil Tiljer. Commander Forster. Heil?
Where's gold?
Yes.
Commandement Iwal.
Alright.
Yes, sire.
So, wood and gold are going to be my two... Well, food and gold are going to be my two big concerns. Alright, I'm going to try to not be boring! Simply for the purpose of... What the heck are you doing here already? Stupid British. I don't understand this. Why are the British here? As long as they don't attack me. I can live, but as soon as they touch me, I'm completely insane on me. If they're just scouting the map, then that's okay, but still, they're too close for comfort. They're right next to my settlers. I'll let the three of them decide what to do. Including... Oh, jeez. I thought she was just there to, you know, stand around like a fat guy.
Commandment?
I guess I'll need lots of housing. Housing. Yes, that's something that I haven't mentioned it in pretty much the entire playthrough so far, but never let your housing suffer at the sake of getting stuff done. Always keep up with your housing. As weird as that sounds, you want to treat even though yes, they do have some different requirements and such, you want to treat these as if they're normal games.
Ready,
because simply just, well, because bleh. Yeah, these are basically normal games with different objectives. And the occasional random attack, so just be aware that you want to treat this like it's a normal game, and as such, you want to put your emphasis on collecting the resources and all that.
What is your command?
And yeah. Now, I used my shipments on the food instead of units. The reason I did that is the goal right now is to get to the fortress age, and it's easier to do that if I have a lot of food on hand. Therefore, I'm going to take the sacrifice to the defense and instead focus on the units. Or instead focus on getting the fortress age where I can get cannon and more units. This is not simply just to make myself look stupid. I actually have a plan for this. I'm not just doing things for the sake of doing them like I sometimes... Which it sometimes looks like I do in the course of the other side.
Yes. What is you? I'll do it.
Whoa. Back off. Didn't realize British were that close. That was bad. So are they gonna follow me, or are they just gonna stay up there? They're just gonna stay up there, fine. Okay, that is very new. How many villages? Okay. I didn't expect the British to be right there. So my apologies if that seemed like a stupid move. But again, I just wasn't expecting the British to be sitting right there that close by this early. Granted, I also kind of just went up into unknown territory blindly, so that part is my fault.
Ready.
Actually, I want to use this natural resource. Bump.
Yes, focus there.
Because again, the natural resource is the better resource. Usually. So I am going to take the time to do all these upgrades, economic stuff and all that. I'm aware that I have very low wood income right now. And I know I'm going to need a lot more food than what I have. Another extra. Does that require food? No. Good. I can take some time to collect some food. Gangsta improvement complete. Hooray! Yay! I'm not gonna go for the log flume until after I hit Fortress. And build some cannons. Which is what I need the wood for. It's a cannon! We need a lot of cannons for this mission.
The MPK.
Can I just collect it straight up? Yes, I can.
Commandement. Ready. Forster. Commandement. Forster. Yes. Forster.
Alright, so I almost have enough food. Nice. And I have enough coin. So, what can I do now while waiting? Wait. So yes. If it seems like I'm running out of stuff to talk about, it's because I am. And the reason I am is because I'm recording everything from part 9 till now, at least, in the same day. In a nice hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, however long block. I want to say 2 hours so far. Maybe even an hour and a half. I don't know. I'll have to look at the total time of episode 9 to now. Oh, we can move on. I'll take the native people. Is that a British person? It is. Get away from me! British person, go away.
Bereit.
Okay.
Wird erledigt.
That's not much.
Jawohl. Verstanden.
Alright, now I can
Higher? Focus there.
put that person that I initially put on food back onto gold. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait and get my falconet. I can't believe I've never hit Industrial Age once in this entire campaign so far. Or in this entire chapter of the campaign. I did back in, the first act, but the first act was a lot... The first act seemed to be much more intense than this act so far. A lot of this act just seems to be waiting around and brute force your way in. Whereas the first act was a lot more in your face, constantly going on intense. It's weird. You would think the second act being... But you would think the second act being later would be harder, but no, it's easier. I guess that makes sense in some... Oh, you stupid people!
Jawohl. Jawohl.
I hate you all.
Angriff. In den Kampf.
Stupid British.
Jawohl.
Go away.
Angriff. In den Kampf. Jawohl. Angriff.
Go away, British. I'm British.
Auftrag. Bereit.
Yeah, no casualties.
Jawohl. Wird
You
erledigt.
see, that's what I mean. When the Musketeers were walking through, then they just walked through.
Yes.
But now that they've attacked me, it's on. Jerks.
Yes.
Oh, what? I can't build outposts?
Unter.
Ja.
What the heck? Why can't I build an outpost?
Auftrag. Ja. Bereit. Jawohl.
Kaka. Tegis. Kaka. Klatawa.
Auftrag. Verstanden.
Oh no, yes.
Alright, that's that. Alright, artillery foundry. Right.
Commandement.
Hello. Seems the British are pretty popular all over the... Oh, hello. That's where they are settled. Anyway, make a cannon! Alright, so what's the best... Send a cannon. Alright, so what's the best way to do this gonna be? I've forgotten... if it looks... by the way, I guess now is the best time... I guess now is a good time ever to explain this. If my UI looks different now than it did in the other... In my other two videos, the ones that are just...
Take out the outposts of these Bone Guard before my warships arrive.
We'll use land units to siege the Bone Guard outposts around this great lake. Don't forget the cannon.
Anyway, Whoa.
Yes, I mean so. Yes.
Heil, Richt, Iwal, Hunter.
Who's idle? You are. You can go to coin. Alright. So now we're in interesting shape, as I like to call it. We're not bad, but we're not good either. But yes, as I was saying, the reason that my UI looks different between this episode and the ones where it was just me versus Blast with the music with no commentary, it's because I set everything back to the default between this and that episode.
Bereit wird erledigt. Jawohl. Ready. Yes.
So everything is the way it is because of that reset.
Commandement.
Terrible? No, not in the slightest, but just slightly annoying. Now, that outpost over there, I don't know how I'm going to get to it, because I don't know of any way to get over there by land. I know that I can get this one.
Avon. Leon. Leon. Avon. Leon. Ewis. Leon. Ewis. Leon.
There's one.
Yes.
Now,
Reinforcements from Washington. On to the second outpost.
Is there a second or a land crossing
Commandament.
capable of getting across? No, veteran, no. I can't make another cannon yet. Actually, I'm over my population limit.
Ready.
Should build some houses. Yes.
Richt.
Yeah, maybe recording all these episodes in a row wasn't a good idea, because now I'm starting to get tired.
Yes. Iwis.
On the other hand, it would take till like summer for me to have enough time to actually record again. So this may have well been the best idea.
Lion.
Washington has sent us transports. We can use them to assault the far base.
After I get rid of this base, sure. Alright. So this is the situation as of this moment. I'm winning, they're losing, I'm completely obliterating the base and tearing it to shreds. Oh, I lost a cannon. They shall pay with their lives for my loss of a cannon. No, seriously. They're gonna pay with their lives for my lost cannon. I demand recompense for my lost cannon. They shall pay for the cannon.
Ready.
So now I'm just gonna keep the thing focused duly on the... I mean, I'm just gonna keep the cannons focused on the whatchamacallit. Wow! The top part of it's gone. 20. So it seems I don't have much left in the way of what's alive. So what do? I make another cannon. Anyway, once this base is taken care of, then I'll go for the far base. Again, I think sequentially. So I think why spend my time going for the far base when I have this base that's still a threat? I mean, as long as this base is still an active threat to me, I'm not just gonna pick up and say, okay, well, we can move. Well, time to leave now.
Ready.
Holy cow!
Commandment.
These villagers are insane. I mean, what the heck? Screw this. I want the one cannon before it dies.
Ready. Yes.
Bereit. In den Kampf.
Commandment.
Just get out of there. Seriously.
Yes. I wall.
Ja. Jawohl.
Send the Ulans and such in to do that.
Verstanden. Jawohl. Wird erledigt.
The real
Verstanden.
reason I should have to sacrifice my cannons. Holy cow. I didn't think the villagers were that strong.
Jawohl.
I'll have to keep this in mind from now on whenever I go on raids.
Angriff.
Oh, and you're still alive.
Jawohl. In den Kampf. Ready. Bereit. Verstanden. Angriff.
Now I can kill off all these villagers. Oh, look at this. It's a villager rush. It's insane. That's what the Ulans and the Musketeers are designed to take care of, though, is all these villagers.
Commandment.
While the cannons take care of all the buildings.
Yes. He whiz.
Simply such that I don't have to worry about it later on. Again, if I wasn't thinking sequentially, I'd be going over to the other base right now, and this one would be rebuilding. But instead, I'm denying them the access and the possibility of rebuilding this base up. Because the less they have to rebuild with, the better off I am.
Ja. Wird erledigt. Jawohl. Verstanden.
I'd rather take the extra time to just stop. Alright, now that I've said the same thing about 5 different ways, let's move on. Get another cannon.
Commandment. Alarm. Yes.
Bereit. Verstanden. Wird erledigt.
Let's go make sure that
Angriff.
everything that I can take care of is taken care of.
Avance.
Get rid of those.
Ready.
It's idle. You're idle.
Here. Yes. Lie on.
Because we have these villagers here that don't need to be here.
Ready.
Auftrag. Jawohl. Verstanden.
Anyway, once I feel confident that I have, in fact,
Wird erledigt.
taken care of this base to the point where they can no longer recover,
Verstanden. Wird erledigt. Jawohl. Verstanden. Wird erledigt. Jawohl.
then and only then
In den Kampf.
will I actively go ahead and
Ready.
leave to go to do the other.
Avance. He whiz.
Until then, I will stay here.
Yes. Yes.
You may say it's a waste of time, I say it's insurance.
Yes. Lay on.
Bereit. Jawohl.
The less chance there is of their survival, and the less chance there is of their rebuilding, the better.
Ready.
But I do now believe that I have, in fact, exterminated them in this area
Verstanden.
to within 1 villager. Which, granted, all you need is 1 villager to rebuild a base.
Wird erledigt. Bereit.
But within 1 villager, I can be fine. But to me, within 1 villager is a good enough odds to proceed with taking the rest. To proceed with taking the other base. Wait a minute.
Commandment. Yes. He whiz.
Auftrag. Jawohl. Verstanden. Wird
Oh, they're
erledigt.
still alive.
Jawohl.
That's how that outpost got built. I
Verstanden.
think I saw that before I left.
Wird erledigt. Verstanden. Wird erledigt. Jawohl.
I'll now go down this side to see if there's any over here.
Wird erledigt. Verstanden. Jawohl. Wird erledigt.
Once I've done a sweep of this side, then I can
Verstanden.
go ahead and enter that. Alright. Time to regroup.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do this thing.
Commandament. Yes. Ich meine so.
Ja. Auftrag wird erledigt.
Commandment.
So I have one cannon and an army going in one, a small army, and 2 cannons going in the other. Alright, sorry about the silence again.
Commandament.
I just tend to concentrate more often than I should. Can you really blame me for concentrating? Yes, moving on.
Richt.
Ready.
You wait for the cannon.
Commandament. Yes. Ich meine so. Yes.
So now that that base has been ousted
Ich meine so.
to
Yes.
within a few villagers, enough such that I could make another army on this side and just wipe them out with that,
Yes. Ich will. Ich
if I
meine
left
so.
any alive on accident.
Yes. Yes, ich weiß. Ready. Commandament. Ich meine so. Ich will. Yes. Ich meine so. Yes. Commandament. Ready. Ich will. Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Now,
Yes. Ready.
alright, so I have 2 cannons. That's fine though.
Commandament. Ich meine so.
I'd rather have 2 cannons than no cannons. Ugh, why am I so boring? Holy cow, I am the most boring man you've ever seen. Oh, I do have 3 cannons after all. I thought I had 2. Fire! Crossfire! And that shall be the end of that outpost.
Yes.
Destroy Warwick's navy and his town center.
Ich weiß.
Okay, well the town center part's gonna be extremely easy. The navy part, not so much. That I'm gonna have to rely on the good general's navy for.
Here comes Washington's fleet.
It's time. Gather all of my warships together. We'll strike Warwick with my navy's full strength.
Ready. Yes. Ich will. Ich meine so.
Now,
Commandament.
here's what I need to do.
Yes. Ready.
Yes. Ich will.
Ooh,
Yes.
Imperial frigates, awesome.
Ich will.
Now what I need to do
Yes.
is set up a small mini base on Warwick's side of the island.
Yes. Ich will.
I've already taken out this side pretty much.
Yes.
I should be able to take out Warwick's navy pretty quickly.
Ich meine so. Ich meine so.
Ooh, monitors. I love monitors. You know what a monitor is? A mortar on a boat. A monitor is honestly a mortar on a boat.
Ich meine so.
Warwick's navy is done. Concentrate on the main base.
Ich meine so.
Actually, I think I can do this.
Come on. Ich will. Yes.
Just as is.
Ich meine so.
With monitor support, I honestly think I can just pull this off straight up.
Ready. Avance.
Because the plan is,
Ready.
I can use Washington's navy to help out on this side of things.
Ready. Advance. Lay on.
Commandament.
Commandment. Advance.
Yes.
Advance.
Take out the main center. Meanwhile, wait for these two monitors to get their thing back, and then use them to blast away the outpost. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bad, 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 bad.
Lie on.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes.
Pull out.
Yes. Commandment.
Pull out, pull out, pull out. There we go.
Yes.
Let the cannons do their thing first.
Ready. Lie on.
Wait until the right moment. That's the biggest part of all this, is waiting until the right moment. Oh. Can I hit the town center? I think so.
Ready.
I think I can straight up hit the town center with the monitors. Why is there no top to it? Oh, I guess it blew off. Yeah, there goes that. Frigates get out of the way. The monitors do their thing. Ooh. Boom!
Excellent work, man. Warwick's forces are defeated.
There we go. That's how you do it. And that's why I love monitors. If I could use monitors and mortars... If I could have used monitors back in that one mission where I had to destroy the Fountain of Youth, it would have been so much shorter. That is for sure. But now I do believe we have a cutscene. Just based on the loading screen. Yes, we do. Let's watch it.
It is your uncle. I will put him to rest where the others fell.
No. I'll do it.
Warwick's trail is still warm. He heads west across the plains. We will catch him if we move quickly.
Nona Key goes home. This will end badly. I don't want her to see it.
Agreed.
You already know about us, don't you?
John Black? I would not have chosen you as a husband for my sister. She should have someone more settled. But she decides who she loves, and I will not come between you.
Well, that was fairly interesting. Oh look, Home City again. And that's all for this episode of Age of Empires 3. On the next episode, we'll continue this story and move on from there. See you then.